Okay, hi everybody. My name is Leslie Pyle and I'm the founder of HireMyMom.com. And today I'm super excited to have Sasha Crabtrey with me from Remote COO. So Sasha, will you tell us just a little bit about you?
Sure, absolutely. I am the founder and president of Remote COO, and we've been in business for almost 15 years now, helping small businesses and nonprofits with all of their operation support.
Yeah. So what gave you the idea to start this business?
I just saw a need in the small business community. I was working for a larger nonprofit and was speaking with some of their board members about their challenges and knew how I could help them. And that's kind of where the idea was born.
Right. And knowing that as small business owners, they wear so many different hats. And I'm sure that that's a very common issue that small businesses have, is trying to figure out how to do everything or what to outsource or what to do themselves and that sort of thing. So um, tell us how you effectively manage and lead your team remotely.
Well, first, kind of building a great team, right? You've got to start with a great foundation, and we've used your service, Hire My Mom, to find some of our team members, because that's kind of a great way for us to reach that community, that kind of home-based professional that's really committed to their team and to their family. And so we pretty much have a pretty succinct interview process to get people onto our team that are going to be a good fit for our clients and for our culture. And so then just kind of managing that team, we have to build in a good, solid communication system. It's really based in gratitude and appreciation for our team and for our clients. But, getting down to the nitty gritty, there's just some of those good tools like instant messaging and project management software and things of that nature that really help you over communicate. You really have to think about over communicating with your remote team in order to get like a really good baseline. So just getting together on a regular basis on our team meeting and being able to express our gratitude within the team meeting. And giving room for the team members to give gold stars to other members of the team, just acknowledging the work that is taking place and the communication that's happening, and then really having accountability around the objectives, what the expectations are of your team members, and to their clients and to their coworkers. Mm-hmm. And then lastly, just kind of the leading part of it, you have to empower your team to make those decisions and to really own the objectives of their job or the objectives, maybe the client relationships, and kind of build that culture within your organization.
Right. So tell me, a typical client, what type of services do you all provide for them?
We are really looking to provide that foundation level of services and kind of all of those areas that you talked about. So we help our clients with their, the back office support type of activities, like the executive administrative support, calendar management, CRMs, client onboarding, those types of activities. Then we help with digital marketing as well. So all small businesses need that digital footprint, the social media management, website updates, making sure your brand is cohesive with the messaging that you're putting out there. And then the business strategy pieces is the workflow, documenting kind of the sales process or the client onboarding process, and finding those gaps and finding other resources that our clients may need to achieve their goals and objectives. So we're really looking at giving a solid foundation to, on a fractional basis in all of those different areas. But they get kind of a high level experienced professional to help, guide them and to implement all of the, implement kind of the suggestions or what we might, recommend when we find those different gaps. So we're kind of alongside the client as a partner in all of these different activities to help them grow and to empower their growth within their business.
Right. So it sounds like you take a lot of the day-to-day busy work off their plate so that they can focus on whatever it is that they're passionate about or their strengths and that sort of thing.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I think the biggest pain point that our clients see or are able to express is, I don't want to do the admin work. And that's just kind of this big conglomerate of that means a lot of different things to different people. But that's really the expression of the challenge that they have typically.
Right. Because I know we get a lot of job posts for virtual assistants, and it's amazing the
Hmm.
variety of different tasks that one business to the other will see as a virtual admin. I mean, you pretty much can put that label on so many job titles these days because it means so many different things to whoever it is. Whatever you need someone like a right-hand woman to do, it seems
Yes,
like a lot of them just call it a virtual assistant. So um,
yes, they do. We kind of say a Jill of all trades.
yes, yes, exactly. And so another thing I was going to ask, because you said the word fractional. So I'm hearing the word
Mhm.
fractional integrator. Is that very similar to what you all do?
I think we play that role. I do. It's fractional because it's kind of on a part-time basis. Um, and we are integrating, we are implementing all of the, you know, suggestions that we might have, tools we want to help put in place for the business. So not only is it kind of a consultant role on how do we be more efficient, how do we help you be more productive, how do we help you grow, but we're there on the day-to-day, like you said, implementing and integrating those into their business, so that there is sustainability within that growth, and we can continue to grow with them. So they can hire our team and they don't have to manage it.
Yes, right, absolutely. So can you tell us some of the greatest accomplishments you've seen with your clients?
Our clients have really been able to focus on on leading their team and really being available to their team members, and not really just so focused in the weeds. They're able to kind of help their team members and lead them, which helps the organization tremendously. Then just having regular time for themselves, that care piece that a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs seem to put down at the bottom of the list. We're
Yes.
giving them that time back and making that a priority for them, and making their, just having their calendar right on time management so that they're focused on activities during the highest and best use of their time. And then, of course, kind of increasing the capacity of the business itself. So a lot of our solopreneurs being able to take on much larger, contracts because they're confident in the team and back office support and capacity that they now have available to, take on that $1 million plus contract that allows them to hire a full-time employee and bring on additional contractors, because we've kind of established what their operations are and how they're able to handle, just much larger contracts. And obviously that helps them grow and helps the community grow because it provides jobs. So it's really kind of those three aspects that we're able to help and support our clients in achieving.
Yeah, awesome. That's great. So tell us about what Remote COO's core values are and how you implement those.
Those are just ingrained in our culture, and it takes a lot of work to do that, but we have a great team, and our core values are one is faith, and it's faith in God and our clients and our team, to really be the best person that they are. Integrity, of course, and just being transparent and honest in all of our transactions. We really stress quality as well, because we want our product, our services to be of the highest, quality, really be able to serve our clients well. And we really, really value our relationships. That is key to our business and really creating that trust with our clients, our vendors, our community, the people who refer us. We are a referral-based business, and relationships, I think, is just the key to life itself, in my opinion, and just being authentic in who you are and what you offer, what talents you bring to the world. And then leadership. Leadership has to be kind of at the top there as one of those very pertinent core values, just a mutual respect and a mutual accountability between our team, our clients, and really taking a leadership role in our client's business.
Mm-hmm. I love that, because those core values line up very much with what I have for her and my mom. And I think, it's so important to stay true to those, not only, for your business, but for yourself. Because anytime you want to shortcut something or not do it,
Yeah.
it feels like such a heavy burden. Like, that's not who I am. That's not what this business is. And
Right.
I try to really stay in my lane. I have people, well, why don't you do this? Or why don't you do that? Or why do you do this? And it's like, I have to remind
Right.
myself, this is my lane. This is where I feel like God has placed me for these
Mm-hmm.
people. And I can't be all things to all people. None of us can. So
That's so true. And seeing, how you run your business and what your values were, I felt very aligned when I came across your service, that this has got to be a great place for us to find, team members as well. And so I was very excited about the parallel that we have, and just being able to make those a priority in our businesses is that we're able to do that, and we're able to kind of stand on that solid rock.
yeah,
The plus.
for sure. So what tips do you have for us for operational efficiencies?
Ooh, lots. Let me see if I can pick out a couple. I would have to say kind of document. When you are the only person who knows how to do something in your business, you are tied to it. So in order to start kind of delegating things, or making sure that you have consistency within your business, you really have to document what that workflow is and what that process is. When you have someone else or a third party look at that, you can find those gaps.
Mm-hmm.
And so that creates efficiency. So really just writing everything down, and that kind of flows into tip number 2, which is the electronic version of all of that. Creating an organized retention system, both for kind of your documents, just the e-filing pieces, making sure that you're naming things correctly and it's very organized, but that your project management system is organized. That is, the best place to make sure that you're staying focused, that you don't have gaps, where you can also kind of document your processes in there as well, and keeping things super organized. The easier it is for you to find, and the easier it is for you to know like where you're supposed to be focusing your day, the more efficient and productive you will be.
Yes.
And speaking of focusing your day, the calendar, the time management and time blocking is so key to our organization, and we really try to get our clients focused there as well. You just don't realize how long a task takes, and you really expect to get so much more done than you do, and then you're just kind of left disappointed in yourself sometimes because you think you're going to accomplish these 6 things. But if you don't kind of time block those into your calendar and understand, like, this is probably going to take an hour, this will take 30 minutes, I need a break here, those types of things, it's so much harder to feel accomplished and to understand what's reasonable and not set too high expectations for your day.
Yes.
So yes, understanding like the best time of day for you to work. I mean, is that morning for you, or is that kind of a afternoon thing?
Definitely morning. I fade as the day
Yes.
goes. I'm an early
Absolutely.
riser, early go to bed. But I was going to say, I just hired a new VA myself. And one of the things when we were doing our review, she said, I have to tell you, probably the most organized person I've ever worked for. And I took that as a great compliment, but it's
Mm-hmm.
almost, because I do a lot of what you were just talking about having all the procedures online, easy, accessible. So if she forgets, she can review that document. She doesn't have to ask me 20 questions a day. You know, we go through it once.
Right.
And I think that's so helpful because, you know, when I first did that, it was because, you know, I've run this business by myself for total, well, hired my mom for 13 years, but I had a previous website. So together, 25 years of doing my own website business. And one day
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and this was before I think I even had a VA, I think it was just me. And I thought, you know, God forbid, what if something happened and I was in a car accident, or what would happen? Nobody would have a clue what I do,
Right.
any processes. And so even though that sounds sort of morbid, it's something that you have to think about because we never know. And I think too, just the time saving ability to have someone be able to just click on a link and
Mm-hmm.
review the processes, or, you know, see how it's done or make suggestions on improvement has been really helpful to me as well.
It's so important, and so we kind of cross train our team members so that should something happen or should you need to step away and be out of office, kind of on a last minute notice,
Mhm.
and you're able to have another team member who knows the systems that you've been working on and who has kind of reviewed reviewed the notes that you've taken on that client. So we try to document everything like that. So, should something happen, or hey, let's take a real vacation,
Yeah.
right? Let's step away from the phone.
Totally
Let's step
unplugged.
away from the computer. Yes, let's unplug. So those things allow that to happen for our team and, for our clients. And it gives them confidence that things are still being taken care of. You don't come back to a, ginormous inbox where everybody's, some fire has happened and you haven't been able to, attend to it, or it didn't interrupt your vacation or something. So it's so very important, and it's a good kind of risk management tool as well.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Sasha. This has been so helpful, and I'm sure many businesses will be interested to know more about what you do. So tell us how they can find you.
We are at remotecoo.com. And you can reach us there. Send us a direct message on any of our social media accounts, and we'll be there to answer your questions or schedule, a free consultation just to kind of hear your business challenges.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well,
I
thank
really
you
appreciate
again.
you having us on too. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, you're very welcome.